Well, Abnaxus abode. Important business. Yes.
Locked, but I have the key.
Yes. Yes, we do. We do indeed. And this should have loads of informations, all sort of stuff. For sure.
This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal. Right, so, clues.
Yes. Purple mountains. Did Crow come inside here? I guess not.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them. Abnaxus was a very well-read man. Thing. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
Yes.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
This is something special looking. It has a lots of stars, balanced symbol, everything.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone's here. Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo.
Brian
You're the last
Westhouse.
person I expected to find here.
Brian Westhouse.
I have no memory of this man.
Do we remember Brian Westhouse or not?
He's right. This is a very odd coincidence. I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. He's right. This is a very odd coincidence. I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria.
Let's say Brian Westhouse, because I do remember Brian Westhouse. And we remember now when we saw him.
Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remember nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Venar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
I don't think I want to be completely telling him everything, considering the fact that Brian Westhouse, like April said in the drawing that she made as a saga, that she hides something dark within him. He had something to do with the white skin and all of that, so I'm not sure if I trust him 100%.
Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolutely everything yet.
Yes.
I know my way around wards.
So I see. Your talents run deeper than I remember, Miss Castillo. I'm impressed. Pardon my curiosity, but what are you looking for here? Abnaxus himself vanished a decade ago.
Yes, he did.
It's not that I don't trust him, but I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding anything from him.
Why did he follow us here, though? That's my question. How? Why? Why is he here? I want to ask that first, though.
I was just curious about what was in here.
You know what they say about curiosity, Miss Castillo?
I would be curious
It
about
killed the cat?
What? No. Curiosity is the doorway to knowledge and wisdom. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Like, I could have thought about the Abnaxus, but I thought that I would be curious about how did he suddenly come into here. That's what I wanted to know.
Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest. I remember him, but only vaguely.
Interesting.
It's like he didn't make much of an impression on me the last time. Odd, but then lots of things from my last visit here are vague and odd. He's helping me out, so I guess that's good. I couldn't do this on my own. My magical reading comprehension is somewhat lacking. Still, I wish I could do it without him.
Have you found anything of interest? Keep looking. This place is a treasure trove.
Well, I wanted to look into that book, but you took the
Abnaxus
place.
was a very well-read man.
Note.
Thing. Looks like a handwritten note.
Let's pick that up. Okay, what does this say? Tell me. Tell me,
This is
Brian.
fascinating.
What does
What do
this
you
say?
think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Aw. Oh, there's another note.
It's another one of Abnaxus's notes.
It has some little bit more text in it. There's another one.
Westhouse might be able to decipher that note.
Okay.
All those years, and it was right here under my nose.
Why have you been looking for that book?
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means.
Looks.
It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also something about two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead.
What's this?
That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages. That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages.
But yeah, I would have told about the Abnaxus anyways before, or said more about it if I could have. I
No, it
couldn't
looks
anymore.
like a handwritten note.
I knew it! I knew it!
It's another one of Abnaxus's notes. Westhouse might be able to decipher that note. Notes. Notes everywhere. What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Thought as much, but had to at least give it a shot.
This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future
Clack?
will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but I'm guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxus means old roper Clax.
That's what I'm thinking.
April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle, Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds
That's
like this
interesting.
soul stone is important.
Definitely does. Why can't I have the note? I want to have the note. For myself. Not for you to have the note. Can I go upstairs? I can't go upstairs. This is the first time I've ever been able to be upstairs. Abnaxus' bed and everything.
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of
window.
musty old books.
Nice window. What's that? That you were looking into? Note, okay.
Looks like a handwritten note.
Ooh, that looks interesting. With the balance symbol and all.
This down before I forget it.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
Books, 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 and after books. I think that's the only really important one though, from here.
It's another one of Abnaxus' notes. Westhouse might be able to decipher that note. Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching war of the balance. By Jove, this is the information we've been looking for. I can't believe it was right here all this time. Your help has been invaluable, Zoe. I'm in your debt.
You were looking for that information.
Abnaxus left so much behind. There's a wealth of information here.
Well, like, could you tell me more about the stuff that I'm interested
Abnaxus
in?
was a very well-read man, thing. There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
The war of the balance.
Yes.
Finally, something concrete.
Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
I don't think there's anything more in here though. At least from what I can see. I need to go and find
I can't wait.
Abnaxus was a very... There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's... Those are some portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
I need to go and talk to some people.
Abnaxus was a very well-read
as in
man.
Robert Glax. Robert Glax is the person I need to go and meet again.
The war of
such
the
interesting
balance.
things.
Finally, something
Mr. Westhouse,
concrete.
Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. I don't know where to go next. I should stay here and look for more clues.
Okay, so there is supposedly something more to be found here, which I'm not exactly sure what. Where? Trying to look through everything, but I don't see anything more here, really. I really don't. Other than there's the balance symbol of the balance itself in the roof, which is interesting, of course. Can't go into the bed, even though I would like to.
Wait to tell them.
That was a weird glitch
Those
in the
are some
screen.
portentous looking books. I wish I could read them.
Ay, I wish I could read them too, but I cannot. And the symbol of balance here on the roof too.
I knew it!
Abnaxus was a very well-read man, thing.
Where am I supposed to find something? Well, there's a map at least that I can look better.
Let's see.
Okay.
Fascinating.
There. Cloud Peak, just like the book said.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is it.
I didn't realize
this shows the way to the Purple Mountains.
Lovely.
Let's see. There. I'm sure Abnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return. This is it. This shows the way to the Purple Mountains.
That is
I need
great.
to write all of this down before I forget it.
Let's see. There. Cloud Peak, just like the book said. This is it. This shows the way to the Purple Mountains.
Great.
I'm sorry, did you want something?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to be heading out, but
I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
Welp. This is a very good question. I'm not sure. Should I trust him or not?
He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxus's abode.
True, this too. True.
It doesn't look like Brian's going to do any damage to the place. He's respectful and curious. It couldn't hurt to let him stay.
Oh, but can I for sure trust Brian that well? That is the question, and I don't know if I can. Like, he has been helping a lot, but he has something dark inside of him, but should I allow him or should I refuse? I cannot know.
He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxus's abode.
I would of course feel horrible about that. On the other hand, he might be able to get more information out here for us as well. So, as said, difficult question for me if I should or shouldn't allow him to stay. I don't think that he's still completely like a bad guy, but he just has something dark inside of him. Something weird that I'm not sure about what it means. That's a difficult question. That's a difficult question. I think I will allow him to stay, even though I sort of wish that I wouldn't, because of the trust issue and all, but I'm sort of more interested to know what he would be finding here. Plus, I kind of want to give him a chance. Plus, I don't think he will actually do that much damage here nonetheless. I don't think so.
It doesn't look like Brian's gonna do... I guess... Okay. I mean, it's not my house.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Castillo. I hope our paths cross again very soon.
I'm not sure if that was a good thing to do, though. I'm very much not sure if that was a good thing to do, but... Okay, well, the choice has been made, so... Yeah. I'm very just weirded out that we started with Zoe this time around, this chapter 4, rather than with April's saga, but... I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
Nope.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings!
Fingerlings.
Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
Alrighty, I shall be following you then, Grow. That is a puppet show. I need to be talking to a Robert Clax. Find the Fingerlings. Good name, Fingerlings.